excited. That night, there would be a magnificent party with music and dancing, as well as lots of fantastic presents. Fritz was busy with his toy soldiers, lining them up and giving them their orders. Clara put the finishing touches on their enormous tree. She hung shining ornaments and candy canes tied with bows from the branches. "This is my favorite part," Clara said to her brother as she lifted up a beautiful fairy with delicate wings and a sugar plum in her dress. At last, it was time for the party to begin. "The guests are arriving," cried Clara, peeping out of the bedroom window. Fritz came running over to see who was crunching in the snow. "Can you see Godmother Drosselmeyer?" asked Clara. "Yes, there she is, waving," cried Fritz. "Come on." Their godmother was a famous toy maker. She made the most magical toys in the whole city. Clara and Fritz could hardly wait to see what she had brought them. Godmother Drosselmeyer hugged the children at the door, and with a flourish, he produced 2 gifts. Fritz eagerly unwrapped a box of toy soldiers. For Clara, there was a wooden nutcracker in the shape of a soldier. "Take good care of him," said Godmother Drosselmeyer. "He is very special." "I love him," Clara whispered. "Thank you." "But he's a soldier," said Fritz. "He should be mine." "You can't have him," cried Clara. Fritz tried to snatch the nutcracker away from her. He pulled and Clara tugged, and then crack. The nutcracker's leg snapped off. Clara cradled the nutcracker in her arms and wept. "Don't cry, Clara," said her godmother gently. "This soldier has been wounded, but I can soon fix him." Godmother Drosselmeyer pulled a little tool pouch from her pocket and quickly opened the nutcracker so that he looked good as new. "Oh, thank you," said Clara, drying her eyes. "I'll never let anyone hurt me again." Everyone was dancing now, and the house was filled with music and laughter. Clara placed the nutcracker carefully under the Christmas tree and went to join the party. Finally, the last dance was danced, and the guests said their goodbyes. The family went to bed, and the house was dark and quiet. Clara awoke to hear the last gong of the clock striking midnight. "Oh no," she thought, "I left the nutcracker all alone under the tree." Clara tiptoed downstairs and crept under the Christmas tree, holding the nutcracker protectively. Suddenly, the tree started to grow taller and taller. Oh, it was as if Clara was shrinking. "What's happening?" she cried. "Don't be afraid," said a kind voice. Clara turned around. Her nutcracker had become alive. Behind him, Fritz's shoulders were lined up in the toy box, and Clara's dolls were gazing around. Before Clara could speak, she heard a scurrying loud, and from every different area, an army of mice poured into the room. They were led by a giant mouse king with a golden crown. "Attack!" he squealed. "Who will fight with me?" cried the nutcracker. The soldiers marched boldly out of their toy box. "To battle!" ordered the nutcracker. The soldiers shouted and cheered, and the mice squealed. Suddenly, Clara saw the mouse king sprint toward the beloved nutcracker, baring his teeth. "No!" cried Clara. She snatched off her slipper and hurled it at the mouse king. He fell to the ground with a cry, and his crown tumbled from his head. With their leader defeated, the mice scurried away in fear. The battle was won! The nutcracker picked up Clara's slipper and placed it back onto her foot. She gasped. The nutcracker had transformed into a handsome prince. "I owe you my life, Princess Clara," he said. "You broke the spell that was put on me long ago by a wicked mouse king." "I'm glad that you're safe," said Clara, "but you are mistaken. I am not a princess." "Are you sure?" asked the prince. Clara looked down and saw that she was wearing a glittering gown and satin shoes. "Come," said the prince. "I'm going to take you on a wonderful adventure." The walls of the living room seemed to fade away, and a beautiful marzipan palace. A fairy with delicate wings was waving to them from the gate. Look, said the prince, it's the sugar plum fairy. Prince Nutcracker, cried the fairy, you are home at last. This is Princess Clara, said the prince, as they stepped ashore. She saved my life and broke the Mouse Queen's spell. The sugar plum fairy hugged Clara. Come join the celebration, she said. Inside the palace, Clara and the prince feasted on delicious cakes and sweets. They watched in wonder as dancers from every corner of the world whirled around the room. Then, it was the sugar plum fairy's turn. Clara had never seen such dancing. She twirled and twirled until all Clara had a layer of a pink-colored dress. Clara's eyelids began to droop. Her adventures had made her tired. The sound of the music became fainter and fainter. When Clara woke up Christmas morning, she found herself curled up under the Christmas tree, next to the Nutcracker. Toys were strewn across the floor, and her parents were standing over her. What have you been doing? Asked her father. Oh, I've had the most wonderful adventure, said Clara. She told her parents all about the Mouse King, the Nutcracker Prince, and the Kingdom of Sweets. It was a dream, darling, said her mother. Clara gazed up at the sugar-plum-colored fairy on top of the tree, and she looked at the wooden Nutcracker in her hand. Perhaps it was. Suddenly, Clara noticed something glinting on the carpet, and a smile spread across her face. It was a tiny golden